Hey, Basket Brains, Kirby here, aka Darkwing Disc. And did you know that 3 out of 2 people are bad at fractions? Alongside me, as always, is the fairway finder himself, Ollie. And he told me before the show that he was thinking about doing lunges to stay in shape. I don't know, man. It's a pretty big step. Welcome to episode 80 of the K.O Disc Golf Show. Episode 80 is the Slow Bro episode. The most famous player to wear number 80 is Jerry Rice. Red Sox did not have many options for the number 80. Just in the year 2020, we had Kyle Hart. And there has been no Mariners that have played the number 80, so pretty abysmal as far as the players are concerned. Ollie, got any Giants for us?
Plethora of Giants toward the number 80. One of my favorite Giants of all time, 99-yard touchdown reception. Victor Cruz, got to see him play in person. Also, we had tight end Jeremy Shockey, and the most notable is going to be Chris Calloway in the 90s. A few really great ones. And currently we have Gunnar Oshleski. I don't know how to say it, Osletsky, but he's our current kick returner and wide receiver, but kick returner. It's fun.
Yeah, it's interesting to see throughout the course of doing all the players' numbers of the show that there's some numbers that are very much dominated by certain sports. Like the early numbers were very baseball heavy, and some of the mid numbers, I think there was a lot of hockey players that were kind of big in that time. And now that we're getting kind of the late numbers, it seems that there's more and more football players of
So
note
it's a
for a
wide
lot of those.
receiver. Wide receiver numbers are in the 80s.
Okay, so yeah, I
Yeah,
mean that's
because
pretty cool.
up until recently, NFL even was doing like only certain positions can wear X number to X number. And so like
Oh, I
there
didn't know
wasn't a
that.
lot of that. And I mean it's changed a lot now, but 80s were huge wide receiver numbers, yeah.
No kidding. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of cool. I know like a lot of relievers and like newer players in MLB, especially if you're somebody that maybe they don't think has is going to have like a long career, they'll give you like somewhere in the 70s, 80s, or 90s, but it's usually just kind of like throwaway stuff. All right, KO question of the week. Comment down below your answer. How many discs do you bag? How many do you carry with you at all time? Do you even count? Let us know down below. Ollie, how you doing, man? How's it going?
It has been good. It was celebrating the birthday we had. Yeah, just had a grand old time. Went bowling, watched a lot of sports. Flew to Denver, so I just got back. Got to go to the Giants game, which was going well for so long, and ended up being a historic game, not for the Giants. So um, I
Yeah,
was there though.
what was the stat that you gave me earlier? You gave me before the show?
It's a 1,062 to 1. So 162 wins to 1 loss is teams with 18 plus points with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely insane.
And they had
Yeah.
a 33-point comeback, the Broncos, which is the second most in NFL has second tied for the second largest comeback in NFL history. And yeah, another Bo Nix, I guess, is the first player ever to have 2 passing touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns in 1 quarter. And there's just a kind of a plethora of stats. I mean, the thing is, my team played well. There's a couple of mistakes with the quarterback, and you could look at a bunch of places, but I think the biggest incompetence comes with coaching and the defensive coordinator and kickers. Like, we need to be able to have a kicker, and that we've been woed like 4 games in the last 2 years where it's like that's like the most basic thing in the world. So there's got to be some accountability. But it was a fun game to go to and got to see Mile High, which was cool. And I don't see. Yeah, the Giants are like my biggest team. It's like I've seen big losses. This actually like hurt maybe and was like the biggest loss I've seen. So, but I'm still in love with those guys.
That's crazy. I mean, it's kind of one of those games that it's like you're never going to forget that, but not exactly in the way that you want to never forget, or
Yeah,
not the way you want to build that kind of memory.
yeah.
So,
Still
dang.
amazing. It was the Demarius Thomas Ring of Honor game. So Demarius Thomas was a wide receiver. We'll get to his number later. He wore 88, and he was on their Super Bowl team. So they had the entire 2015 Super Bowl team come at halftime and do their rounds. And they also had, yeah, it was just a cool day. So even though it was a loss, there was a lot of like memoriam and respect, which was cool with that. So that was cool to see.
Nice. Yeah, very cool. You play any disc golf while you were out in Denver?
A lot of disc golf. I went to Bear Mountain, which was probably like the coolest highlight. There's like 22 holes with a bunch of bonus holes that were just like, oh, that's so fun to have. Like, and then like every pin had like multiple baskets, so it was really really cool and a lot of options you could play. There's like some holes where like we're gonna shoot every single one. You can take the best score on like that you get for if you get like a birdie, you could just take that for the one. So that was cool and really cool elevation. I didn't really see too much difference with my discs flying that much. I mean, I stepped on the scale and I kind of gained a little weight, and maybe just hit the nice little pull through. So I was feeling kind of big out there, and then lost a few discs, which was whatever. And then I went and played lowers, which is like in the Denver metro area. And my friend was saying it's probably like one of the better, or if not the best course right now, where they've had some like changes of courses closing or changing and stuff. And I remember I walked up to hole one. I was like, I've 1000% seen Eagle have videos at this course where I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. So that course we played twice, and then I played Johnny Roberts, which I believe is like one of the most to play disc golf courses in the world, which is just like a fun ace park course.
That's awesome. It's like sucks to lose so many discs like on one
Yeah.
trip. It's like usually you bring some stuff that you're like, I like this stuff and start bleeding it out. It sucks.
Yeah, I picked up a crow from. I got to go to another round, Denver, which was cool. First time
Cool.
ever going to another round, which I just, followed them on Instagram, and it's cool. Yeah, always supporting that. So that was really cool to see, and yeah, it was fun. It was really fun.
Nice. Yeah, I had a pretty quiet week all in all, which compared to last week is awesome. It's funny, I had a few people text me being like, "Wait, you really got hit by a car this week?" And I was like, "Yes, that really happened." Which was pretty I appreciate that. People reaching out, making sure I'm all okay. Totally everything was totally fine. I mentioned last week that my garage flooded, so I went and did a dump run on Wednesday last week. Just got rid of a bunch of stuff that's been we've been kind of meaning to collect any or been meaning to throw out anyways, and some water damage stuff that it was just better to get rid of. I had a really funny moment, and I want to give a really big shout out. His name was Joel at the U-Haul up in Shoreline. This guy saved me so much money. So I didn't like make a reservation for the U-Haul. I was like, I'm only going to use it. Like, there's a dump station up in Shoreline, like really close. I'm only going to drive the thing maybe 10, 15 miles total. So I go up and I rent the U-Haul, and Joel's like, "Do you want the insurance for $15?" And I was like, "I don't know if I really need it. I'm only going to I'm in and out." He goes, "You sure? Because usually, like, your insurance doesn't cover it." And I go, "Yeah, you know what? You're right, man. I should just, like, get the insurance. Like, why not? Like, what's the harm in it, right? $15, no big deal." So I get it, and I'm at the dump station, and I empty out all my stuff, and the recycling for cardboard is outside. So I get in the van and I pull out and I go outside, and I left the side door open, and it swung open and it hit a pole, and
Oh,
I dented the side door, and I was like, "Oh." And I like, dude, I immediately got like so worried. I was like, "Son of a bitch." And I look on the form and I was like, "Oh, I paid the insurance. Like, I'm good." And I looked it up on like online too just to make sure, and it said like any dents in the door is totally covered by like it's like Safe Ride or Safe Flight, whatever it is. And I was just like, "Holy
let's
shit, though,
go.
dude!" Like, yeah. So just if you're ever renting a U-Haul or anything like that, and they offer you insurance, just do it. Because like little like mistakes happen, or like if somebody else hits you or something like that, like you're not liable at all. So just do it. Just always do it, no matter what. But yeah, I like freaked myself out for like that. Like there was like 40 minutes of me being like, "Son of a bitch, oh no, oh no." So um yeah, nice to kind of like, I don't know, spent this week kind of getting like a hold of the house. I've been gone, with the um summer of playing so many events and that. I really am not home too often. So getting the new couch in and stuff like that, it's been really nice just kind of cleaning everything, cleaning the carport. We're having some people over for Halloween, because we're doing my wife and I do cotton candy on the front porch. So we're gonna have a handful of people over to kind of like hang out and throw some putts in the driveway and help us make cotton candy. And I'm gonna make like a big batch of like probably like beef stew or something like that, and just kind of chill. So it's been nice, like just like cleaning the house and kind of getting things like together and kind of organized, and kind of getting on the same page with Ellie about all that kind of stuff, which is great. And then besides that, like Butters had his surgery, and that little shit, dude, he keeps knocking his cone off, and then he will pop his stitch after he knocks his cone off, and then it's like not good because, like, I don't know, was it Friday night? He popped his stitch and then like was having like an issue with it, like he was getting kind of like, I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, down his belly, and
Mm-hmm.
we had to take him to the emergency room, and then because it wasn't like necessarily like like needed emergency. It was like, yeah, we need to like stitch him up, but he's not in a rush. We sat at the vet emergency room for like 2 hours. It was like
Oh,
real late at night, dude. I mean, it sucked. It was like a long time, but today is the last day with the cone. Thank God, because it has been such a pain in the ass, dude. He's so funny. He can't control it at all. So he's like walking around the house, just like bumping into walls and shit, and just like bumping into everything he goes by. It's really, really cute, but also we're just glad to be done with it. So, all right, we're gonna jump right into the baseball check-in. RIP Mariners season. Um, Last night was Game Seven. We're probably about 12 hours removed or so from Game Seven. Um, I mean, I don't know. It's it's cool seeing the city of Seattle, like everybody in Seattle yesterday had Mariners gear on and that kind of thing. So it was really, really awesome seeing the way the city rallied around this team. I thought that was really incredible. Seattle is full of real sports fans. The thing about like Seattle fans that I think I really appreciate is when the team is good, they come out in droves. And when the team is poor, they respond with not showing their support as much because why, like, they need the team, they want the team to invest and they want the team to be good, and I love seeing how many people came out and supported this team this year for this playoff run. You really hope that this is going to be the new norm. This isn't the, oh man, like I can't believe we made it here. It's just like, all right, we're here again, let's go and do it. So um I don't know, it was a really, really cool. It was like wild game to watch. Like definitely one of the best baseball games of the year. It just sucks that the Mariners are on the losing end of that.
yeah, yeah. No, I have a lot of emotions still going through the process. It was a good season, but there's just so much, like, I don't know. You get close, and yeah, this is closer than one game we've been before, and it's like, yeah, this is a different team, and we have these stars, we're building this, and but like, we've had stars and we've been building before, and we did make it there, and there was a 24-year drought, and it's like, I don't need to wait till 2049 for, another thing to happen till the next
Hmm.
playoff win. So it's like these runs just don't happen every day, in my opinion, where I'm just bummed. You're so close and you're knocking at those doors against going against big teams and stuff. I guess the only thing I want to see is I'd like to see something change with the salary cap in the new CBA negotiations in 2027. I just think, like, the chances for us to be able to go and repeat what we did this year is so much harder in the current situation. You just look at the team spending from even like 2020 on. It's just you're not where these runs come far and few. It feels like with that.
Yeah,
So
I mean
that's where
it's
I'm
gonna.
about, and that's the only. Yeah, I don't really re-sign Josh Naylor. I can't really be
Yes,
too happy right now. I don't really have anything else to say. Yeah, I just want my friend is texting me. He's like, just three, three Pete for the Dodgers, and then renegotiation lockout, and call it a day.
that's probably. There's a lot of talk that is on the docket as a full lockout, which will be crazy. Yeah, re-signing Josh Naylor. That is like step one for Mariners offseason. That guy was incredible. Was it the first inning that he jumped in front of that ball and it hit him in the back of the
Yeah,
head? That was crazy to watch, dude. Oh my god. I love the like I'm doing anything it takes to get us, past this game kind of deal, but my god, man, that was wild.
total value of free agent contract since 2020. Dodgers 1.6 billion, Mariners 183 million.
Yeah.
1.6 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
don't know. Is the answer
It's like
like
a
what
billion more.
is the answer like is the answer really to have a cap or is the answer to have a floor? You know, like is it to have
Cap.
both? Is a cap? What do you set the cap at? And then what do you do if you go over the cap?
There's restrictions in other leagues. Just take it. There's so many other like there's so many other examples to use. That's just where I'm at, and that's I think there's a yeah. That's really my problem with it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if the Mariners go because they have the opportunity to go very aggressive this offseason and maybe trade away. Like there's so many starting pitchers and so many pitchers on the roster that you have the opportunity to kind of take from that and add some real major league talent to the lineup. I don't necessarily know who that would be off the top of my head, but I mean, I don't know, you have really great pitching, so there's plenty of opportunity there to get somebody. So be curious to see. All right, we're going to get into the tournament recap presented by Emerald City Discs. Emerald City Discs, the gem of the Pacific Northwest. All right, happening this past weekend was the three-headed monster. This was a triples event happening down at Fort Steilacoom. Winning it's like the blue or red blue division is going to be the team of Cole Whithead, Houston Kratz, and Omar Valdez. So congratulations to them. And then winning the white and gold division was Chris Holden, Dylan Slate, and Michael Lambert. So congratulations to that team. There was a lot of really tight scores all combined at the top there, so that was cool to see. Not really surprised necessarily when there's a triples event. I mean, you got to go out and like birdie just about everything. So, um, all right, tournament look ahead. Presented by Swamp Cow Kava Bar. Swamp Cow Kava Bar. Love me that muddy water. They're pretty much. I mean, no sanctioned events happening this weekend. Look at the tournament. I mean, there's a bunch of like leagues and stuff like that, which we always encourage you to go and play, like the SeaTac League. We always go and encourage you to play the South Fork Landing League. You can listen to our show while you drive out there on Tuesdays. Um, but yeah, no events happening. I will encourage you to go and sign up for Par for the Corpse and for the SeaTac Slowdown. Par for the Corpse is a 20-hole ace race style event. We have like over $1,000 ace pot right now at South Fork. So the longest hole out there is like regular hole 12 of the course, which is about 260 feet. So everything there is primed for aces and primed for the taking. So go out and get a piece of that ace pot. And then for CTEC Slowdown, I don't have the layout figured out exactly yet, but I think it's going to be a lot of the same. Where the longest hole is probably going to be in that 250 to 260 range. I'll probably realistically keep hole 2 probably the same, and that'll be one of the longest holes. So that should be another good event. You know, I think that one the ace pot's like 980 or 960, something like that. So by the time everybody signs up, it should be well into the $1,000 range. So
Heck
hopefully,
yeah.
yeah, that gets split up amongst 2, 3 people. So yeah. All right, weather look ahead presented by AGL Discs.
Together we can reduce, reuse, and recycle for a greener future for disc golf.
That's right. Okay, so here in Seattle, uh, all right, what are we looking at? Looking at like low 60s at a high for the next couple of days, and then getting into the weekend is going to be tough. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we got showers. It looks like fall is here because I got showers pretty much all through next week. So, next week, Saturday, we're probably going to have some showers um, at our Par for the Corpse event. So yeah, I mean it's classic Seattle weather for October going into November. So everybody should be prepared. It's not ice cold yet, which is cool. So I think we got a little bit of time before things start to freeze over. Okay, are you ready for the best? I don't know, however long he can give you of the week. Your best 90 seconds of your
I'm
week.
trying. I'm giving you all I got.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of performance enhancing sponsorships we can get over the off season. All right, this is Ollie's breakdown. We're talking about the Pro Tour finale. Ollie, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, take it away in three, two, one, go.
The Pro Tour finale hit harder than a Calvin Heimberg tree direct drive to the face. And that actually happened this weekend. The only thing sadder than that is the food options. Did someone say Firefest? A quick breakdown of Gossage's holes. I like them. Now to how he played disc golf. Hole 14, shot 1, he slipped on the tee and threw OB. Shot 3, he received an excessive time warning and didn't make the island after what some call a controversial call from the spotter. Shot 5, threw over the basket, landed about 40 feet, missed the C2 putt for shot 6, and then tapped in the triple bogey. Gossage lost a total of 6 strokes to your winner, Calvin Heimberg, between just holes 14 and 16. He lost by 3. Insane collapse. Your DGPT Pro Tour winner is Holland, taking it down handily, with the consistent rounds 1 through 3 going 1 down, 2 down, and then popping off for a 7 down final round to win by 4 strokes over maybe the best to ever do it. Take a page out of her book and pierce it together. Silva won't apologize for that. Saarinen coming in third, and the gem of the Pro Tour, ECD's very own Sophia Deneque, had a scorching third round to land an unbelievable fourth place.
That was dope, dude. You flew through that too. Heck
I
yeah.
think I might have gone quick, but that was maybe one of my better. Whew,
That
yeah.
was crispy.
See, I might not give you the time, but I'm putting in the work. I'm telling you, these are quality lines.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm part of me is gonna miss the presentation of them because this is the last one for a few months now. But also, like, I'm running real low on puns, so
We gotta
writing
let them
them
go.
has got. Yeah, I need some time to kind of recalibrate. People are gonna forget about some of them, so I can reuse a bunch next year.
You
I
think
mean, I
Gannon the
probably
Cannon? Gannon the
yeah,
Cannon again?
I probably used Holland taking it down handedly, Hanley like 4 times. I know that's like a regular go-to, so. Um, yeah, maybe next year we'll get a little more, a couple of different people that'll win, so I have a few names to use differently. Um, all right, answering the KO question of the week. How many discs do you bag? Ollie, how many do you bag?
Oh, I don't. I think I'm about to do a reorganizing of my bag, but it's around like 20 something. It's in the 20s.
In the
Because it's
20s.
like I was thinking about it, it's like I have my 2 putting putters, I have a few different throwing putters, it's like 5 or 6, and then it's like 3 mid-ranges, 3 T-birds, 3 different 9-speed options, and then like 5 or something or 6 destroyers. And then I have a couple discs for fun in there for like rollers and other things. So there's honestly a lot. I kind of want to go down a little bit, but maybe taking like like I don't know. We're doing some bag work now, but I think the count I don't really keep track of too much. Yeah, it's around
Yeah.
that though.
I'm the probably the exact opposite then. I carry exactly 21 at all times. I know I count by threes in the bag, so the bottom compartment is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is just in segments of 3 discs, and then the top makes 7 for 21. It's also really easy to remember blackjack. If I'm missing something or if I have 20 discs in the bag, like I know something's out of there. The worst is when I count as 22, and I'm like, where the hell did that extra one come from? So that's always awkward. But yeah, I carry 21 at all times. Usually it's I think like I don't know, mostly putters because I carry 3 putters in the top, and then probably like 5 throwing putters or 4 throwing putters. So a lot of putters in the bag. Yeah, comment down below how many discs do you carry in your bag and what they look like. So all right, getting into the draft this week. Yeah, this is borderline off-season type of episode where they're going to be a lot quicker for the next few months, unless we have a guest on, which we're going to try to line up as many guests as we can. And then also, I just want to kind of call it out real quick. Next week, we're going to do like a big segment about sponsorships and stuff like that, and um, what you can do to kind of put yourself in the best position to get sponsorships, what you should be looking for, do's and don'ts of them, and some like big questions that a lot of sponsors are going to have, and be, what sponsors are looking for as well. So, but first, the draft this week, and we are doing Hostess products. I grew up on Hostess products because they're so readily available, and some of them are pretty solid. So, Ollie, I'm gonna take the first pick and then let you rock the second two. And my first pick for Hostess product are Twinkies.
Yeah, it's an
Uh,
easy one.
dude, it's like the best. They're so good.
All right. We can work with that. We can work with that. For the number 2 pick, we're gonna go with the Ho-Hos. I'm a big
Oh
Ho-Ho
yeah,
fan. That chocolate out exterior. And
yeah.
then I think another one that's great with it, you just go with the donuts. I'm gonna go with the powdered ones too. I love those
Those are the
powdered little.
best.
Yeah, they're so good. So I was hoping to try to get Twinkies with the one, but if I knew I had a good 2, 3, so I'm good with that.
That that's huge. I'm actually not a huge fan of ho hos.
Hmm.
I like ho hos all fine, but not my probably wasn't going to be one of my top couple of picks. But the donuts, the powdered ones especially, that is. Oof, man, those are awesome. I don't care if it's like I like the sleeves. I never really ate them out of the bag because growing up we just would grab a sleeve, but yeah, those are so good. For my second pick, I'm gonna pick the Hostess cinnamon rolls. I really like these. My second job, I think it was my second job. I worked in a diner back in Tonawanda, New York, called Lou's, and we had a grilled cinnamon roll on the menu, and basically it was just like one of those Hostess cinnamon rolls, and you would take it out of the plastic bag and you would just put it on the flat top, and you would just like cook the bottom of it and like kind of
Mm.
caramelize the sugars, and then you would just throw it onto a plate and it would be all warm, and oh man, it was so good. I love those. And then kind of similar to that as well is going to be the honey bun. Loved me some honey buns growing up. That was always like a real easy go-to snack. So honey buns. Kind of, it's very similar to a cinnamon roll as well, which is, I guess, almost doubling up, but I'm good with it.
Yeah, and yeah, a little bit of a double up, which kind of, just taking all of those cinnamon goods that I like.
Yeah,
We're gonna go with a classic. Maybe not just like for the sake of how big it is. The ding dongs. Just give
yeah,
me the ding dongs. I just need
yeah,
them. It slipped down to me, so we're gonna go grab the ding dongs.
yeah. I heard that was your nickname in high school, actually, so it's crazy.
Ding dong Dapina. Let's go. And
Damn it, it worked.
we got cupcakes from the last pick. We're taking cupcakes because those
Sure.
cupcakes are fucking good too. I slam them. Yeah, ding dong Dapina here.
Damn, that worked out too well. Cupcakes are solid as well. That's another one where if you've never done it,
I
just
kind of doubled down with a lot of those chocolate filled
sure.
goods, but I
Which
do. Those are kind of like my favorite Hostess ones growing up. So, because my older brother really liked them, so I'm not getting my own I'm my own thing. Ooh.
sure.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't eat a lot of. I'm not a huge chocolate fan, so I didn't eat a lot of those growing up as much.
I'm not
So
anymore now, but I used to be.
what is the name of this? I can't find the full name of it, and I wish it's like, oh man, I don't want to mess this up. It might be called like, I think it's called like a zinger.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
With like the street, like the stripes on top. Um, I like the lemon ones though, like the lemon zingers. I got a picture of it here. They sometimes I think they have like a bit like it's kind of like a Twinkie basically, but like a lemon flavored Twinkie with like lemon frosting on the top. Really good. So I'm just gonna
You
call
got
them a
two
zinger.
Twinkies and two cinnamon rolls. I
Yeah,
won. Give me my
I gotta,
draft.
I gotta, I gotta type.
Hey, I do too. I got like 3 chocolate creams.
Yeah, dude, I'm not surprised knowing you. Yeah, so
Episode number 80. Amazing Mariners season. I don't think I'm watching this World Series, to be honest. We're boycotting. It's gonna be a tough watch. We were driving back and from the airport around the time the Seahawks game was going, and I was like, "Oh, the Seahawks are winning." And Roxy just goes, "I don't care." It was
fuck.
just a
Yeah,
little hard spirits, but hopefully we make these offseason moves. Looking forward to some offseason disc golf. and some more disc golf before it gets too cold here. So when you have fun, it changes all the pressure into pleasure. Ken Griffey Jr. Aim high, shoot low. We'll see you next week.